guess that happened about 14 years ago. I was in private practice, and I had a student rotate through my office for about a week, and I liked it. I enjoyed the teaching. I think it's an important part of what we do, being involved in academia. And I think it's important, once you get involved, to share the wealth that you have, the wealth that you've been given by God, to go out there and prepare the next generation of physicians. I have anywhere from 3 to 6 students a day in my office or in assisted living with me, or at hospice, or on house calls. I think it's important because a lot of them don't have guidance. Not all of us had physicians as parents. I didn't. The interaction there, I think, is also important for them, not just the academics, but to see how a physician's life unfolds during their practice. When they rotate on the palliative care curriculum that I'm involved in, I become the student and have them become the mentor, to see what it's actually like in the hot seat. And it gives them a taste or a flavor of what it is to be a mentor. And I think that's important. My mentors. This is something that, in fact, a student asked me who I molded myself after, how I got to be who I am. And I told him it wasn't just one person, not one mentor. It was everyone that taught me through my medical school training. I try to take the best from each physician and use that in my practice as I practice now. And that's what I usually advise my students. You always get back more than you give. They have actually taught me to listen a little bit more to the patient's needs. Doesn't matter how busy I am, I always have that time for the student, and I think that's important. I've been going to Kingston for approximately 15 years now. Every year I go down and volunteer my services in the ghetto. And the second year I went, I took a resident with me. We saw about 500 patients that week. And we had 2 patients left, and this young resident became frozen in front of the 2 patients. She couldn't move, she couldn't do anything. And she sat in the corner and cried for about 2 hours. And I realized that it may have been a little too much for her to handle. Being so self-centered, the only thing I thought about was, wow, I broke this girl in half. I'll probably never be allowed to take another resident down here. I'll probably lose my job. Instead of looking at what she was dealing with, she taught me something there, not to be so self-centered. I think the people we touched there touched us more than we touched them that year. Mentoring is always a work in progress. Every day I learn something new from the students. Every day something different arises. I've learned that I'm not such a hard-nosed kind of guy, that I do have a soft spot. The students get to find that out also.